Hunter.
There's something reassuring about an invitation from a retired Police Firearms Licensing Officer to have a chat on one of his shoot days. Jeff Smart has been a gun on this Northumberland syndicate for years. He now finds great enjoyment working his 5 labs as part of the picking up team.
We are on a syndicate day on the Dukesfield estate in beautiful Northumberland, Hexham. Weather is fantastic, as you can see, nice and clear and dry. I've been a member of the syndicate for about 12 years, started off beating, then decided to become a gun, then decided I prefer running me dogs, and I've been on the picking up team for probably the last 6-7 years. Would normally come up on through the week as well, sometimes doing a bit of vermin control. And as we're talking, this is the main man. This is John Wells Senior, who is our shoot captain and been
Hello John. Hello. Morning.
the main man for a lot of years, haven't you, John?
15 years.
15 years.
Okay, you photo bombed John, but I'm going to put the camera down now and say hello properly.
John has created a welcoming, multi-generational shoot which today includes his son and 2 granddaughters. He wants to introduce to us one of the youngest members of the team.
How old are you, Finley?
7. Yeah, flick down.
Oh.
That's better, man.
Fantastic.
He's quite a good looking young lad.
Are you cold, Finley? Are you okay?
You okay? Oh, he's okay.
Okay, so what's Finley's role today then, John?
Well, Finley tends to ride in the gator with me.
Okay.
As I ride around and we'll pick a few birds up, you know, and
Yeah?
he tries to help out.
Okay. Is he a bit bossy?
Oh, he's really bossy, yeah.
Is he bossy? A little bit, maybe. So, a bit of a flat day today. How do you think we're gonna do?
We'll probably shoot possibly just over 100, I would think. It'll be all right. There'll be birds in every drive, I would think.
You've given me a gun for one drive. I don't think you realise my reputation.
Well, we're going to find out.
Back to Jeff, who is not supposed to be picking up, but has been roped in. He was in the Royal Engineers, both regulars and reserves, before joining the police. Shooting recreationally has been a passion, which is why, before retiring, he worked in the Firearms Licensing Department.
I absolutely loved it. Best job in the police I had. 99.95% of them were all decent and law-abiding.
Jeff felt compelled to drop us a line after watching some of our gun grab films. He sees misinformation and confusion, and he hopes an insight into his world, as it was, might help some shooters. Let's start with interactions with the general public who don't like what you're doing. His advice: invest in a body cam.
Definitely take a recording device. Definitely have your mobile phone. And an example of that would be, you want a hedgerow on your permission and you're shooting pigeons. Mrs. Megan walks up to you with her dog. You're killing birds, you're doing this. I'm frightened, I'm scared, I'm phoning the police. My advice, put that gun straight away. Get it in the slip, get the phone out, record you putting it in the slip. Person coming towards you, hello, how are you doing? They're ranting and raving at you. Politely, I've got my phone out, I'm going to record the interaction for your safety and my safety so we can keep everything on an even keel. Record it, because if you didn't have that evidence, they pick the phone up. I've been threatened by somebody shooting pigeons that were going to shoot us. What'll happen is you'll have the air support and possibly in the RV, your gun point, put your gun down, you threaten to shoot somebody. Come and take your guns away from you. 6 months down the line, the firearms or the cop investigator goes and sees that person. Oh, well, it didn't really happen. It was this, that, and I was a bit upset. You've lost 6 months of your guns. You've had all the grief for the firearms licensing department. You've got a possible threat on your record. Record it. You can always play it back. The officers turn up. Yeah, Mrs. Miggins did come and see me. There's the interaction. All right, that's totally different to what we've been told. They might be anti-shooting and exaggerate the issue. There's the phone. That's what happened. I'm above board. And there was nothing of the sort. recording is going to be your saviour. Don't go out without it. And if you can afford a body cam, even better. As soon as you come towards you, just press the button. You don't have to tell anybody you're recording them. You're in a public space. There's no privacy. There's no GDPR. You're in a public place. You can record. Simple as that.
I think that's a really good point, actually, because people always feel as if, oh, you can't record here, you can't record here. That's really good to know.
No, there isn't any. You're in public space. It's not restricted. CCTV record public spaces all the time. Simple. Get it recorded.
It's extraordinary that in 2026 we're talking about shooters potentially investing in a body cam.
I would definitely. They've come down in price. SD card, a couple of quid. That couple of quid could save you a lot of money, time, grief, and hassle. And the way some forces are going at the minute, prosecuting you for saying hurty words, imagine having a firearms offence. That couple of quid for that Timu body cam and cheap SD card, play it back.
There are a couple of things Jeff says would lift the pressure on firearms licensing departments overnight. The big one is having at least one dedicated police officer as part of any FLD. This means that firearms licensing would not have to ask busy warranted officers from other departments who do not have specialist knowledge to drop everything and help.
You do get a lot of inquiries where the police staff, the FAOs, haven't got the power to deal with. So I could get an incident where somebody's failed to disclose on a certificate again, and the firearms licensing managers had enough, send out the officer, interview them with a caution, and give them a disposal, whether they go to court, get prosecuted or no further action, or a caution. It's done and dusted, not waiting months and months for another officer to go and do it. It could be done and dusted, and it's all done within the firearms license department. And the other benefit is I could go out on a visit and then come back and actually sit down with the firearms license manager or the supervisor and went, yeah, I went to see so-and-so. They've been in hospital, this has happened, they're on the mend, they'll be good to go in 4, 3, 5 months, whatever. I've managed people who were terminally ill, and having a terminal illness doesn't mean immediate revocation. Come and get your guns, or they're dying. They're managed, and the firearms state department I worked for was very understanding on that and managed it brilliant. I would go out and visit them and speak to the next of kin, get an update and manage it that way. It just wasn't a case of, oh, go and take the guns off them, where I've seen cases where even the spouses probably have come and took guns off people, which for me is totally incorrect, and they're just abusing the policy and just using the policy to fit their narrative. It's not right, it's not fair, and it causes more stress and grief than the actual incident itself.
So if you've got a magic wand, you've already put a couple of officers in the departments, what else would you do then, Jeff?
They looked at removing moderators, and that was 10 years ago, and it still hasn't happened. Still hasn't happened. I know there was talk about 2 years ago, oh, they're definitely coming off. Still hasn't come off, and it's just another simple process of taking the burden. At the end of the day, it's a metal tube. One less thing to fill in, one less thing to dispose of. Taking it to the RFD, getting it destroyed. It's just a burden, doesn't need to be there. The 1-for-1 variation, you've got a 6.5, you want a new one, take it to the shop, get a new one, hand the old one in. Not refill the forms in, send them back, get them back again, pay the funds if it is a fund due, remove the 1-for-1.
The one thing that everyone is going to have to do is fill in a form. Jeff's advice is do it in good time. 14 weeks before the deadline for a renewal, and be honest with the police and with yourself.
In plenty of time, lots of detail. Don't leave anything blank. If you're not sure of a date, put a date in. Go to the notes page, and for example, question 10, it was around 2018. I can't remember the month. At least you're showing that you're trying to provide as much information as you can, better than just leaving it blank and not saying anything. Because all that'll happen is they'll only have to ring you up or send you a letter or send you an email. You've missed this out and not on your form, and your form goes away and you're stuck. Fill it in, check, 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 then recheck. Don't leave anything blank. If you don't understand something, you get all the company notes. There's plenty of stuff online, or like I said before, ring the office. Leave a voicemail. I know a lot of the officers only have the lines open certain times of the day so they can concentrate on getting the paperwork done. But at least you've shown willing and you're not hiding anything. Be open and honest as you can. Don't be scared of the mental health side of things. They treat mental health really, really good. At one time, yeah, it was a bit of frowned on, but now it's treated like any other illness. If you divulge you've had mental health issues and you've been to your GP and you're on this medication and you've had this treatment and you're feeling much better, put it down. Put as much information as you can down. It'll help them in the decision making. It'll help them understand when they get the GP report. GP report could come back and just say, yeah, he suffered with PTSD, had this tablet and this medication. It's limited information. Put as much information in as you can. Imagine you being in the office and getting reports saying, yeah, 2008 I had PTSD, and the officers in the offices are thinking, how long for? How much tablets was it? How long did it last? What caused it? It's all got to be sorted. Put as much information as you can on. The medical side's all treated in confidentiality. Just be open and honest. If you're partway through a certificate term and something happens, a bereavement, and you suffer with a mental health, tell the Firearms Licence Department straight away, as soon as possible. Rather that you tell them than 2 months later they get a phone call from your GP surgery saying so-and-so has had a mental breakdown. All that's going to happen, especially if it's out of hours, is you're going to get a knock on the door from the ARV saying, we've had information and we need to take your guns off you. Get in beforehand. Don't be worried about it. Don't be ashamed about it. All of the Firearms Licence Department are all trained in mental health. They've got a massive understanding and it isn't frowned upon. It's not the end of the world. If you get the right treatment and the right medication, yeah, they might remove your guns for a certain period, but if you get sorted, there's every chance you're getting them back.
The last thing to ask Jeff is about legal expenses cover. Well, it would be rude not to. Again, being honest about your situation will avoid time and money wasted.
Do you think that's sensible for people to take it out?
Without a shadow of a doubt. If you haven't got the confidence of dealing with the Firearms Licence Department, unsure the legislation, the process, yeah, take the burden off yourself and pass it on, and hopefully that's what you pay for. But on a note of caution, don't hide anything or just think, oh, they'll not need to know that, it'll be all right. You don't tell somebody something and it goes all the way to appeal, and you already spent 10 grand on legal stuff and it gets to the court and you suddenly say to your barrister, solicitor, oh yeah, was that, this did happen, I was a bit embarrassed, it was a bit this, that and t'other. You've just blown it when you could have stopped that. So be open, be honest, be frank, and don't be shy.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that certainly Layla asks of people, and I think it's quite helpful because she is a straight-talking Scouser, and so, you know, it's like, you need to tell me everything, because the thing is, if she's having 3 conversations and then the important bit of information comes out on the 3rd one, you've wasted time.
Yeah, and what you tend to find is somebody will come and ask you and they'll think, oh, what's your thoughts, your opinions on this? Oh, well, I was only doing this and I was only doing this, and they've gone over the top and they've only done it was only this, it wasn't that bad at all. Then when you probe and challenge, you start building a better picture, and you think, whoa, well, it's obvious they've took the guns off because of that. And don't pretty it up, don't make it better when it isn't. You need to be honest and open with yourself. If you don't, you're just wasting everybody's time, money and effort.
But buy Fieldsports Channel
Buy
now.
insurance now, yeah.